सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो नमो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योग ज्ञान द्वारा आत्मानुभूति द्वारा कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शन आचार्याणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। ओम श्री व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम अथ श्री महर्षि पतंजलि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः सूत्राणि। ओम तपस्वाध्याय ईश्वर प्रणिधानानि क्रियायोगः समाधि भावनार्थः क्लेशतनुकरणार्थश्च अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अभिनिवेशाः पंच क्लेशाः अविद्या क्षेत्रम् उत्तरेषां प्रसुप्त तनु विच्छिन्न उदाराणाम् अनित्य अशुचि दुःख अनात्मसु नित्य शुचि सुख आत्म ख्याति अविद्या सुखानुशयी रागः दुःखानुशयी नो बिफोर दैट दृक् दर्शन शक्त्योः एकात्मता इव अस्मिता सुखानुशयी रागः दुःखानुशयी द्वेषः। We have seen all that. Then स्वरसवाही विदुषः अपि तथा रूढ़ः अभिनिवेशः. After this we have seen. So for the Uttama Adhikari, because the mind is fully balanced in the Shuddha Sattva Guna, just little abhyasam, little vairagyam, enough for him. He will enter into the samprajnata and asamprajnata samadhi sthithis in which the vritti nirodha is done. Then when the vritti nirodha is gone, the sarupya goes away, swarupa remains. Goal. Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. No vritti sarupya. That swarupa avasthanam is kaivalya. For those who are not the Uttamadhikari like that, for example, you and I, for us, the second level of sadhana of Tabaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana named Kriya. Okay. Kriya Yoga. कर्म योग के जगह योग आचार्य ने क्रिया योग बोला। तो इन कर्म योग तो कर्ता थोड़ा ज्यादा ही अकड़ता है. He comes into picture more and more. Just understanding that the yoga acharya intelligently that kriya pad use kiya instead of karma. Understood? Therefore it is a kriya yoga. Whereas the drishti is only on upadhis, their purification, while doing the sadhanas mentioned. not on the individuality. कर्मयोग में कर्ता को कर्म करना पड़ता है, क्रिया योग में कर्ता इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, योग साधनाएं इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड द योग साधना आर तपः, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान. Okay. And who is a Madhyamadhikari? The one who has got Kshipta Muna Vikshipta Bhumika, not Shuddha and Ekagra. And why the Antakarana Kshipta Muna Vikshipta? Because of the Kleshas. Obviously, therefore, what is the Kriya Yoga should be aimed at? The Klesha final removal, but before removing it, making it Tanukarana. Therefore, Klesha Tanukarana Arthascha. That should lead in to the Samadhi Bhavana. That's how the second Adhyaya or second Pada, Sadhana Pada started guiding us. Then each of the kleshas, 5 kleshas are named. Avidya is Prasava Bhumi, other 4 are born from it. All that we know. Is it not the connection between, you see the systematic connection between the development of 5 kleshas. First of all, from Avidya they come 4 and they are in 4 levels. Prasupta Tanu Vichchinna Udarana. Avidya is fully is there. Avidya always there. From that, the other 4 kleshas have 4 levels of expression. Prasupta sthiti में रहते हैं, तनु स्थिति में रहते हैं, विच्छिन्न स्थिति में रहते हैं, उदार. Udara is totally full of the Asmita Raga Dvesha Abhinivesha, 100% samsari. Once in a while थोड़ा थोड़ा अपने आप को बचा रहा है, साधक बना रहा है, that is a विच्छिन्न स्थिति. With Kriya Yoga, when the Vrutthis or the Kleshas are reduced, it is called a Tanu Karana Sthiti. But nascently, they are inside in the Prasupta Sthiti, less they are manifest. Why? Because the Bhumi or the opportunity for them to come out are not given. When the opportunity for the Kleshas to express are not given, they are in the Prasupta Sthiti. Through Kriya Yoga, when they are reduced a little, that's called as Tanu Karana Sthiti. When they are given opportunity to express but carefully, it's called Vichinna Sthiti. Fully lavishly given chance for them, not thinking that we are sadhakas, etc., not understanding that the kleshas have to be eliminated in that 100% samsara sthiti, we are allowing the kleshas to express in the uddhara sthiti. 5th one. Okay, 4th one of the 4. That is different subject. But now here, each of the kleshas, avidya, what it is? Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, Anatmasu, the erroneous notion, the wrong notion in taking Anitya as Nitya, Ashuchi as Shuchi, Anatma as Atma, and Dukkha as Asukha. We are into. Because of this, what is happening? That Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, Anatma जो है ना, उसके साथ हमारा लगाव लग रहा है, attachment, identity. Because Nitya, Shuchi, Sukha, Atma is Brahman. But that we have not discovered, the self or the truth reality. Therefore, what's happening? With this Anitya, Ashuchi, Dukkha, Anatma, the affinity has happened. That affinity with them is the thing called Asmita. If the avidya is not there, then I am vidya hai, aham brahmasmi. Then brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi is not an asmita, klesha. It is an anubhuti, it is a moksha sthiti. It is required, it is desired. For that only we are trying everything. But in the absence of that, that's the vidya. What is said in Vedanta as non-apprehension of the reality and misapprehension of the unreal. Tattvasya agrahanam, then atatvasya anyatha agrahanam. Is it not? Tattvasya agrahanam is nidra, anyatha agrahanam is jagrat swapna. What is said in Vedanta is said here in different way. The nitya shuchi, sukha, atma is Brahma only. But somehow avidya, this fellow has not known it. But something to you have to know. Therefore, there are other variety that are there are anitya, ashuchi, dukkha, anatma. तो उसी को इस नाम दे रहा है, a label दे रहा है. This is called avidya. And therefore, what happened to him? With that anitya, ashuchi, dukkha, anatma, whichever they are, upadhis, they are all called the indriya, sharira, all of them. With them, he gets identity. That's called asmita. When the asmita happens in us, it has inner tendency definitely. For its sustenance, it wants to get something, it wants to get rid of something. like na अस्मिता है, जैसे हम देहोस्मि, तो आई वांट द फूड फॉर द देह, रेस्ट फॉर द देह, एंड आई डोंट वांट द डिसीज, आई डोंट वांट द इल हेल्थ, आई डोंट वांट द वीकनेस. सो वो हो जाता है वांट एंड नॉट वांट व्हेन द सूडो ईगो से और सीडो इंडिविजुअलिटी से जब अस्मिता हो जाता है. And that thing that I want something, I don't want something, itself is technically called as the raga and dvesha. Raga and dvesha. So I lost my Atma Swarupa, I identify the Upadhi, that's called Asmita. Now for the Upadhi ke sukh ke liye, है ना, and dukha nivaran ke liye. Whatever gives sukha, toward that I have the raga. Whatever gives me dukkha to the Upadhi, toward that is dvesha. है ना, raga and dvesha express, try to express in these 3 and 4 forms respectively. You have seen. राग एज गर्धी, तृष्णा एंड लोभ के रूप में, द्वेषा एज प्रतिघा, देन प्रतिघा, then the other 3 are called as the gussa, krodha, manyuh, then jighamsa. प्रतिघा, मन्यु, जिघांसा एंड क्रोध रूप में the desha klesha expresses in the form of thoughts in which there is a propelling force to act to destroy the source of dukkha or dukkha itself, the tendency in us, dvesha tendency. When these 4 are happening, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, then whole life is involved only in them, as if that alone is the purpose of life. Nothing other than that is thought even also a little bit. The total state of engrossed in it is called as total abhinivesha. Panchama Klesh. And here the Abhinivesha is so exhaustively, excellently explained to us by the Vyasa Bhagavan. Systematically we saw. Kal ka lecture zarur sunna. Whoever have missed it, yesterday we have systematically studying the Bhashya, the Panchama Klesha, Abhinivesha was explained. How he explained? For all the jivas, yam ashi nityaha, mana bhuvam bhuyasam. Remember that? Sarvasya praninaha yam atma ashihi nitya bhavati. For all the beings, this desire is there eternally in them. For all the beings, sarvasya praninaha. Yam, this one, atma ashi, the desire about their own self, nitya bhavati is always there. What is the desire every one of us always have for ourselves? Every living being. Not the dead things, living beings. What is that? Ma nabhuvam bhuyasam it. I should never cease to exist. I should ever exist. Is it not? I should never cease to exist. I should always exist. Ma nabhuvam but bhuyasam. नहीं रहना, कभी नहीं होना है, हमेशा होना ही होना है मुझे. That's because we are Sat Swarupa. Shuddha Satta is never absent, it is ever present. Inherently, that Sat we are, but that's not known. Then, with Asmita, whatever identity we have, that we don't want to lose it. So, सत्य इज मेरा ही स्वरूप है. अगर वो जान लिया तो ये डर ही जाएगा, एक क्वेश्चन ही नहीं रहेगा, एफर्ट ही नहीं रहेगा. यार, आई शुड नॉट सीज टू एग्जिस्ट, आई शुड कंटिन्यू. It is always eliminated because when I discover myself to be Sat, not discovered, no. So we're all sadhakas. So sadhakas time में कह रहे कि identify with whatever asmita, we have the feeling of not wanting to disappear and feeling of staying continuously. Ma nabhuvam bhuyasam. Okay. Now the discussion was very, very beautiful here. कि न च अननुभूत मरण धर्म कस्य ऐसा भवति आत्माशी. है ना, एवरीवन हैविंग दिस आत्माशी कि मुझे कंटिन्यू रहना है और नहीं चले जाना है. यार नहीं चले जाना इज इक्वल टू नहीं मरना. So nobody want to die, everybody want to live eternally is a simple thing. Now, why do you don't want to die? Because it is painful. Nah. Now, did you experience the death in this life? Underline this question. No. See, nacha ananubhuta marana dharmakasya. Ananubhuta marana dharmakaha means the one who has not experienced marana in this life. Yet, yesha bhavati atma. See, still this desire is there in which there is a fear also. Now, desire and fear are same. Is it not? Desire of Ananda, fear that Ananda will not be there is same. Here also, the desire that I should not die, desire that I should live long is equal to fear that I should not die, fear that I should live long. Same. So this Ashi, why is there in him even though when he has not got experienced it? मृत्यु का अनुभव तो अभी तक नहीं हुआ ना हमको इस जन्म में. But still, why nobody wants to die? Everybody wants to be alive continuous. This is the question our Vyasa Bhagavan is making us contemplate. Okay, the Bhashyakara. Then he says, so, etayacha, by this logical question. Okay, what we come to understand is etayacha purva janma anubhavaha pratiyate. From this, we have to clearly understand that in his Purva Janma, he has experienced the death and it was so painful. Therefore, that Shruti is there so strongly that in this life he doesn't want to die. That's why everyone is. Now, I'm just giving an example. So, you have a friend. So, by some mistake, that friend left to you. Then again, you can't be without friend. So, you try to get another friend. But with that friend, you behave such an intelligent manner that you will not lose him because इस दोस्त को खोने से जो दुख हुआ that you don't want to repeat. Therefore, whatever mistakes you have done there, you won't do it. But और कुछ करेंगे तो वो भी जाएगा ऐसे. Intelligent person says, भाड़ में all friends. I am friend to my own self. That's different. That is Vairagya and Vedanta. But generally in Vyavahar. So in earlier life, the experience of Mrityu was there with him. That's the strongest impression. It is making him this life not to die. Want to continue. And we told you, Mrityu generally is not there. Jiva only leaves one body and enters into other. But while leaving the body, the identity which is there with the body, the identity which is there with the things and beings through this body, depending on the strength of that, his departing gives so much of pain to him. Like somebody leaves me and goes. How much I become miserable depends on how much I'm attached to that person. If I'm not at all attached, get lost, अच्छा हो गया, तू मैं ही बोलने वाला था, चले जा, तू ही चला गया. देन अदर वन रूम अटैच दिल के टुकड़े टुकड़े करके मुस्कुराते चल दे जाते जाते तो बता जा हम जिएंगे किसके लिए. you know it depends. So how much and every life when body is given for the sukha and bhoga of the body in the things or beings is so much attachment is laid there and no body can continuously stay. The jiva will have to leave it along with the body. Pura suitcase छोड़ना पड़ता है. Nothing smuggled out. There was that pain and that dukkha. Experience is there as a smriti. The body doesn't want it. Clear? So therefore, etayacha purva janma anubhava pratiyate. Okay? That is called sacha ayam abhinivesha kleshaha. That is called as abhinivesha klesha. The fifth klesha. So the fear of death, the desire to live for long, born out of identity with the deha is called as the abhinivesha klesha. And this explanation why he had to give? Because in the sutra, the sutrakara said, Swarasavahi Vidushopi Tatha Arudaha. Okay. So Vidushopi ko side pe rakho to Swarasavahi Tatha Arudaha. Swa means one's own. Rasa means the memory of earlier life's experience. Vahi, carrying it to this life. Tatha, in this way. Arudaha, in that wanting to continue, not to die. That sense which is there inside, that is what is called abhinivesha. And what is Vidushaha paying? It is not only in the unintelligent, ignorant people, but also in the intelligent, knowledgeable people also. This Abhinivesha, Klesha is there. Unless they discover themselves to be that Paramatma which is birthless, deathless, changeless. Unless they identify with it. Abhinivesha. So, sacha ayam abhinivesha klesha swarasavahi. स्वरसवाही समझ गए ना? स्व अपने आप का, रस मीन्स अर्लियर लाइफ का अनुभूत इंप्रेशन का, वाही मीन्स उसको ले आकर, then it gives such a dukha, the death. I don't want to die now. Here I don't want to die means what? I don't want to detach from this deha and the things and beings with which I am related with this deha, and all that I am doing to get the sukha as a dehi through the deha. Therefore, how many cheese are there in the Abhinivesha? One, Dehatadhatma. Second, therefore, not wanting to leave the body or die. Therefore, wanting to continuously live. That feeling in the is called Abhinivesha. Swarasavahi. Tatha arudaha or tatha rudaha. Okay. Swarasavahi. कहकर कहते हैं कृमेह अपि. No, देखो. Even a krimi, the small little insect also, jata matrasya, if it is born in body. Any jiva, even if he has taken the body, even of a krimi, there is a meaning of it. Krimi hai api. But us krimi ko, like for all of us also, by any anubhava, is there any death in this body? No. So, pratyaksha anumana agamaihi asambhavitah maranatrasaha. असंभावित मरण, अभी तक हुआ ही नहीं मरण, प्रत्यक्ष से नहीं हुआ, अनुमान से नहीं हुआ, देन आगम में नहीं लिखा है, असंभवता भी है मरण का, फिर भी मरण का त्रास है. That's what because of the earlier life. Pratyaksha means I have not died. Anumana, if you inquire, there is no experience of death actually. Agamaha, Shastra says you are Brahman Atman, it is birth, deathless. Then Asambhavitaha, being the self, it is eternal. And yet there is Maranatrasaha. What is that Maranatrasa is defined here beautifully. Maranatrasa means fear of death. Ki Uchcheda Drushti Atmakaha. Uchcheda Drushti means the fear of discontinuity. And nicely continuing with wife and our husband or children और हमसे और वो मजा आनंद जो है ना उच्छेद होगा when one dies, कट हो जाएगा. Therefore there is दुख, there is त्रास, there is fire, भय. उच्छेदात्मकः त्रास. त्रास is fear. उच्छेद means discontinuity. Because everybody feels comfortable after establishing that relation. It can be within house also. इसलिए ओनर कहता है घर छोड़ के जाओ, उसको इतना मजा आ रहा है उसमें, it doesn't want to go. ले लो 2000 ज्यादा, but I want to stay. So to any vehicle we are habituated. वो घटिया भी है फिर भी उसको रिपेयर करके उसकी यूज करते हैं, because you are habituated to that. People also, is it not? बस लड़ाई झगड़ा हो भी रहा है, but we are attached to them. We don't want to leave. So to our body. उच्छेदात्मक is important with respect to body. यहाँ कृमि की एग्जाम्पल आप देखते हो ना, every jiva, like when we look at the pigs and other animals, how worst is their life. We are much better, we think. But if you go and talk to pig in his pig bhasha and ask him, यार तुम मरकर ना human being बनो, then that pig mister says, if he can speak to it, ना, मैं भी जब मनुष्य था, जब पाप किया और मुझे पिग का जन्म दिया गया, I was thinking like that only, जल्दी जल्दी मैं मर जाऊं as a pig, let me become as human. But after entering into this big body, I tell you, it is so blissful than मनुष्य. मैं कहता हूँ तू भी इधर आ जा. That is the way the jiva, whichever the body they enter, the nature tendency of identifying with the body functions. It becomes functional. Immediately, then it starts finding comfort in it very soon. Otherwise, the pig should be telling, no, मार दो मेरे को. Is there any living being insect in the world? कोई मारना चाहते हैं उसको, नहीं मरेगा वो. It will not. You try to catch even a mosquito, it will run. कुछ भी कोशिश करो, nothing, because that is the power of abhinivesh. Then उसको उच्छेद नहीं चाहिए. It is comfortable there as a pig. You understood? A deer is comfortable as a pig. तेरे को मार कर मनुष्य जन्म देता हूँ बोलो उसको. It will not say, no, I am happy here. I don't want to discontinue this. Continuity I want. I am continuously happy as a pig. Why do you make a human being and destroy my joy? That's what he says. So that is what here is called as कृमेः अपि जातमातस्य प्रत्यक्ष अनुमानागमय संभावितः मरणत्रसः उच्छेद दृष्ट्यात्मकः, which has got the feeling of the discontinuity inside. And then पूर्व जन्म अनुभूतम मरण दुःखम अनुमापयति. Two things, the joy in that continuity and in the marana, what dukkha is there, there is comparison, because in the earlier janma, when the marana happened, there is so much of dukkha. Please remember, there is no confusion. There is no marana actually, but detaching from the deha, which we call as marana, that itself is taken by Bhashyakara for explanation. And as we said yesterday, the two examples of scorpions biting and the snake from the hole, that much dukkha will be there when we are detached from the. That's why 12 days that jiva bhatakta रहता है, बोलता रहता है, लोग सुनते नहीं कोई उसको, because that connection disconnect हो गया. He's in different plane, they are a different plane. And through all the mantras and ucharanas, and from the other side, the other people will be pulling him. अब आचार्य बाबा तेरे को सुनने वाले नहीं है, अब खत्म हो गया. Then he goes, and once in a month he will come for a year. Thereafter, every year when we give Shraddha, he comes and takes. That's it. धीरे धीरे हम भी भूल जाते हैं, वो भी भूल जाते. But that dukkha, the main point which is discussed is the dukkha. अगर एक कोई 10 रुपए चले गए तो हम इतने दुखी होते हैं. Is it not? Then the things and beings which have given us so much of pleasure and sukha, huh? How much they have given us. When we are told to leave it and go, we cannot. Because that abhinivesha is so strong. That raga dvesh उसमें आ जाते हैं. So, marana dukkham anuvapayati. So, now this is said. Swarasavahi tata rudaha abhiniveshaha explained. Now vidushopi. What is vidushopi? Yatacha ayam atyanta mudheshu drishyate kleshaha. This abhinivesha klesha of maranatrasa, or don't want to discontinue, or don't want to leave this body, all the three put together, as much it is there in the atyanta muda. Atyanta muda is the animals or the insects, etc. Same way, tatha vidushaha api. Even for a vidwan also, vijnata purva parantasya rudaha. The one who has studied all shastras, for him also, he is so strong in this abhinivesha. They don't want to live and die. इतना strong होता है. Only when one discovers Aham Brahmasmi, then it goes away. That is why people, big ashramas they are running. और tell them सब छोड़कर अकेले नहीं. And those who are all alone staying in ashram, उनको बड़ा आश्रम दोगे तो नहीं. देखो उनको उसमें अभिनिवेश है, इनको इसमें अभिनिवेश है ना. A big ashrama, thousands of devotees coming, hundreds of disciples are there. Tell that महात्मा जी को सब छोड़कर अकेले में रह जाओ, उनको तो impossible है. That अभिनिवेश is so strong. So an ashram, महात्मा like Tapan Maharaj, all alone, अकेला चलो उनका तो. You tell him भाई अपने चेले बनाओ, he says it is not, I can't do it. So that's the meaning of vidushaha api, ये अभिनिवेश होता है. Doesn't want the discontinuity. Doesn't want to give it up. And that maranatrasa तो होता ही है. कुछ भी example, explanation and justification दे, everybody wants to live in the body for long. Otherwise, that Mahatma should, when he knows that he is not the body, he should allow it to die, no? Very few are there, they live a natural death without going through any medication. But others go through medication and get the health and live for long some time. Then when the inevitable it becomes, then they die. And if they not touch the Brahmanubhuti and establish in it, the trasa will be there for them also. Another reason is what? In this body I am doing such a good sadhana. Aage kya milega nahi pata na? For a vidwan who has not experienced the self but is on the path. But those experience the self is beyond body, therefore there is no any of these aviniveshas or any of these kleshas. तो बाद में होगा. Now lastly he says यथा च अयम् अत्यन्तमूढेषु दृश्यते क्लेशः तथा विदुषः अपि विज्ञातपूर्वापर अन्तस्य रूढः कस्मात् समाना हि तयोः कुशलाकुशलयोः मरणदुःखानुभवात् इयं वासना इति. In any other things there may be dissimilarity, but the trasa and dukkha of the marana is similar to all. Therefore, this klesha never leaves anyone. It is samana to everyone. Whether a vidwan hai ya avidwan ho. That's very, very powerful insight. So, in this way, the abhinivesha klesha means what? Identifying with the dehadi upadhi, therefore doesn't want to discontinue and doesn't want to die. That fear always there inside is called as abhinivesha. Okay. Somewhere we are distracted in our mind, forget the death, then we are comfortable. The moment it is remembered, again गड़बड़ गड़बड़ होता रहते हैं अंदर. Especially when we cross a certain age. और कुछ ऐसा कोई स्ट्रोक वोक लग गया मानो, हर बार मरण का त्रास होता ही रहता है मन में. बिकॉज अर्लियर लाइफ डेथ, इस लाइफ में कोई अनुभव नहीं किया मरण का. देन वी कैन एंटरटेन ए पॉजिटिव. देखते हैं चलो मरण कैसा होता है, उसका भी मजा लेते हैं. If you can entertain this positive thought, then the trasa will not be there, acceptance will be there. And who is dying? Nobody is dying. Neither body is dying because going to Panchabhuta, nor Jiva can die because Jiva either not real or is jumping from one body to the other. The self is eternal. Therefore, Mrityu is only a concept actually. Change of condition, that's it. That is why देहिनोऽस्मिन् देहे तथा कौमारं यवनं जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्ति धीरः तत्र न मुह्यति. Bhagavan Krishna in Gita. So in this way, these are the 5 kleshas, Baba, because of which we are not able to be in the uttama adhikara sthiti to do abhyasa vairagya and samadhi and vritti nirodha and kaivalya. These kleshas have to be removed by the Kriya Yoga, Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhana. Reduced. Klesha Tanukaranam. So Klesha Vijrumbhanam, now we are in that. Klesha Tanukaranam, we have to reach to. From that, Klesha Nirmulanam. They are the 3 things. Now, we will go to our 10th sutra. Here, we will be told about, therefore, these kleshas have to be removed. Beautifully, our Bhashya also says here, let us chant the 10th sutra. Te pratiprasavaheyaha sukshmaha. Te pratiprasavaheyaha sukshmaha. Te pratiprasavaheyaha sukshmaha. I'll tell the literal meaning today. Tomorrow we'll भाष्य से पढ़ेंगे. भाष्य क्या है? ते पंच क्लेशाः दग्ध बीज कल्पा योगिनः चरिताधिकारे चेतसि प्रलीने सह तेनेव अस्तंगच्छन्ति स्थितानां तु बीज भाव उपगतानां ध्यानह्याः तद्वृत्तयः. All that we'll see tomorrow. तो इसका अर्थ क्या है? ते प्रतिप्रसवहेयाः सूक्ष्माः. See, in the word only there is a meaning. They are prasava. Prasava means they are so strong that they are going on delivering the same kleshas again and again. Okay. So the 4 stages here is what? Or 3 stages. First, they have to be made sukshmaha from the virulent presence of them. Okay. From their exhaustive expression, we have to bring them to sukshma sthai. Reduction in their influence. From the sukshma to, they have to be taken to the pratiprasava sthiti. Pratiprasava means not allowing them to germinate the next level of or next generation of klesha, aborting them. And the third one is heyaha, totally to be transcended. So made subtle, made important, made transcended. We have to do with these kleshas. पहले सूक्ष्म बनाओ, फिर प्रतिप्रसव बनाओ, फिर हेय. हेय मीन छोड़ देना. सो प्रतिप्रसव हेयाह सूक्ष्म. पहले सूक्ष्म करना है, देन प्रतिप्रसव करना है, हेय करना है. We'll see tomorrow. Sukshma, they are done with Tanukaranam, with the Kriya Yoga. Pratiprasava is done by the Viveka Khyati. Then the Heya is done by the, what do you call, the Asampragnata Samadhi, using the Viveka Khyati. When we got Paravairagya and do the Asampragnata Samadhi, that time Heyaha, totally these kleshas are transcended. But remember, all that are, these are sadhanas meaningful to the one who really want to discover the self and get liberated. वो वाला अंदर का वो भूख नहीं है, वो चाह नहीं है, तो we don't even come to the class. We don't even listen regularly. We don't even understand. We don't even do the mananam of it. We don't find any meaning in all these things. We feel इसका मैं क्या लेने देना है, मैं तो बिजी हूँ अपने बिजनेस में, ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, ऐसा लगता है हमको. But these are as useless to a person who is not a seeker, or as important to a one who wants to discover the self. है ना, जिनको परमात्मा को पाकर मुक्त होना है, उनके लिए तो यही ट्रेजर है, यही सारा धन दौलत है, this knowledge. You understand? But that's what, na, being regular with our guru saints is, first we have to discover that jignasa to know the self, that mumuksha to get liberated. Then comes the question how these are the whole things. That's why in the beginning only, in the first 4 sutras only, the main thing is given. Atha yoga anusasanam, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, tada dashtu swarupe avastaram. This is the moksha. And nahi to vritti sarupya mitratra, then you suffer. Ab pehle decide karo. With vritti sarupya, you want to continue as a samsari suffering in this world, or by atma swarupa you want to get moksha. Depending on that only the subsequent study is meaningful or meaningless. Others can study. We all are studying time pass ke liye, information gathering ke liye. These are all there. Everybody does different things for hobby and fancy. But that never fetches one any benefit of the Shastra Adhyanam. शास्त्र अध्ययन का बेनिफिट उसी को होगा जिसको शास्त्र का लक्ष्य जो है वो अपना लक्ष्य बन गया. So may we all seek the blessings of the Lord Guru for this to happen. Tomorrow we will see Te Pratiprasavaya Sukshmaha, then Dhyanaya Tadvrtayaha. Then we go to the next sutra, Klesha Mula Karmasha Drushtadrusha Janma Vedaniyaha, then Satamule Karmipakaha Jatyair Bhogaha. So one by one sutra will guide us. Thank you. Do contemplation on these 5 kleshas. शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. थैंक यू.